Ayushi and welcome to my YouTube channel. So in my today's video, I am going to state 10 beauty mistakes which I see girls doing or making all the time, most of the time. And previously I have also made a video on 7 genius beauty tricks which make you look attractive instantly. So if you are interested, I will leave it on the I button up here and also down below in the description box. So let's begin with today's video. My tip number 1 is going to be not having a skincare routine. So having a skincare routine is really important, and by skincare routine I don't really mean your makeup routine. Like when you are doing makeup, you are using your primer, moisturizer, toner, and after all of that you are using your setting spray to set your makeup. Just like that, when you are not doing any makeup, you need your skin to still stay hydrated and fresh. So that is really important. So have a skincare routine. Make sure that your skin is getting the proper nourishment that it wants. So the most important component which you should always make sure that your skin is getting is vitamin C. I think that is really important because vitamin C has so many benefits. It nourishes your skin, it makes your skin so radiant, it also helps in combating a little bit of fine lines. So having proper skincare routine not only nourishes and hydrates your skin and keeps it healthy, but it also helps in preventing aging of your skin. So usually people started when they go around at the age of 30, but I think when you're 20 or 25 maximum, you should start taking care of your skin, even prepare it for anti-aging, because that is the time when we don't usually notice, but the time period when the aging usually starts. And if we start taking proper care of our skin from the very beginning, then it's really going to help us in a long run. Another important component which you should make sure that you are including in your skincare routine is retinol. It's been scientifically proven that retinol really helps in fighting against fine lines, and it also helps in keeping your skin so much more nourished. It has anti-aging properties, and not only that, it also helps in decreasing the number of fine spots or fine lines on your face. So again, make sure you also include retinol in your skincare routine. The second tip that I have for you guys is not washing your face. So washing your face again is really important. So often we get really lazy and we do not wash off our face, and no matter how organically natural or fresh components you are using on your face, washing your face is really important. Supplementing your face with all that hydration and water really helps in getting that natural glow. And usually people have this idea that you only need to wash off your face when you are having that heavy makeup, and that is important. But even if you are not applying makeup, if it's your weekend days and your off days, you still need to make sure that you are washing your face, because adding water to your face, adding water to your body is always beneficial. It only has benefits and no harm effects. So even if you are not going out somewhere and you are like, I washed my face in the morning, I don't really need to do it at the night time, again you need to do it. So make sure you are washing your face too. So minimum 3 times a day is okay, like in the morning, then again when you are going for showering, and then at the night time. But doing it in the morning time and night time is really important. The tip that I have for you guys is not applying sunscreen. Now, who does not apply sunscreen in this time period? And not only because it's a very common thing that every girl needs to have a sunscreen, and it just seems like, wow, we have a sunscreen. Not only for that, but sunscreen has so many benefits, and especially in the generation, in the era we are living today, there is so much of pollution and dust and so many contaminants and particles in the air. So you really need to make sure that you are protecting your skin from all of those things, and one of those things which help you to protect your skin from all those harmful things is sunscreen. So if your foundation or BB cream, CC cream has SPF 30, or I think having it above 20 is still fine. So if you're not applying sunscreen and if your foundation, BB cream, CC cream has that, then it works fine for you. But if not, make sure you are applying sunscreen before moisturizer, after moisturizer, anywhere in between your makeup routine, but make sure you do not skip applying sunscreen. It's even highly recommended by dermatologists to use sunscreen because there is so much going on around in the world, and sometimes some skin diseases could be like so harsh and so harmful that it really affects your skin, and you can have skin cancer and so many other different kinds of things. So make sure you're protecting your skin. So the fourth big mistake that I see girls making is that not using the foundation which matches their skin tone. So often when we go in stores, we will apply it and we will check it in the mirror and we will see or find it out that yeah, it matches our skin tone, but then again when we apply it on natural light or when we go home and apply it, we will see that no, we should have gone a shade lighter or a shade darker. So what happens in stores is that they have so many artificial lights and so many different kind of lights. We don't really understand the difference, or we don't really get an idea if it's really matching our skin tone. So make sure you go near the windows or go in natural light to see if it is matching your skin tone, because a natural light is your best friend when you are finding any product to match with your skin tone, be it foundation or concealer or anything like that. So make sure whenever you are buying these things, you are buying this only after testing it on a natural light, because natural light is really going to help you understand if it matches your skin tone or not. The fifth mistake that I see girls doing is with their eyebrows, either overdoing it or underdoing it or not at all doing it. Now eyebrows really help in shaping your face, and you will see the difference, a kind of the shape. You will see the difference whenever you shape your eyebrows in a different way. It creates a lot of difference on how you look. So eyebrows again are really important. So some girls out there will have like really thin eyebrows. It's more like not having anything. So if that suits your face, it's perfectly fine, but sometimes I just think it looks really bald. Again, you can use an eyebrow pencil to shape it, but if you need an eyebrow pencil to make it thicker from that thin, then why would you just make it so thin in the first place? And on the other hand, if you have thick eyebrows, you should know how to maintain them, or if you have more fuller eyebrows, then you should at least make sure that it matches your face, because like if it does not matches your face, then it's going to wreck every look. Also, if you have naturally thick eyebrows and you are applying too much of a black eyebrow pencil on your eyebrows, then it's just going to make your look like a disaster, and it's just going to wreck your entire makeup look. So make sure you groom your eyebrows really nicely, because eyebrows also help in determining or at least shaping how your face looks. So the next tip that I have for you guys is overlining your lips. Now it's mostly a trend that's going on Instagram, not really on Instagram, but I'm sure most of you girls will be aware of it, and that is having fuller lips or more plumpier lips, or having lips that look like more poutier, and that gives that like your lips are more thicker than they naturally are. So if you want that, and if you can do it phenomenally, then I think it's really fine. Doing makeup in a way that it suits your face looks like a art on your face. But sometimes if you are using a lip liner, like lip liner is the most common way and the basic thing which you can use to make your lips look much more plumpier and fuller. If you are using the wrong shade, and if you are overlining or overdoing it too much, it could totally wreck or ruin your look. So trying to follow the trends and going on with the trends is not a bad thing. Everybody gets gravitated to some kind of trends, and if you want to get those fuller, plumper lips, it's not a problem. You can do that, but just make sure that you are not overdoing your lips, or at least not using the wrong shade. The best thing to do is using the lip liner which would match the lipstick which you are going to apply, and even if not that, make sure that the lip liner which you are using to overline your lips matches your skin tone, so that way it does not really highlights your lips more. So next tip that I have for you guys is ignoring your hair. So whenever we are talking about beauty, skincare, face mistakes, anything related to face or how this upper area looks, we always try to focus on our eyes and eyebrows and lips and not having a cakey foundation and everything about the face. But this hair also helps in determining how your face is going to look. So I mentioned it in my previous videos, even if you're wearing a very costly dress from your head to toe, you have that perfect makeup, if your hair is not nice, you are not going to look well groomed, and that somehow I think ruins the look, for me at least. So I think hair also plays a very important role when I am mentioning about beauty things. You need to make sure that even if you're not using any kind of heat on your hair, make sure that your hair is moisturized, it's not frizzy, it has no split ends, and it looks really healthy and nourished. So you don't have to go to any salon, you don't need to use a straightener or a curler on your hair, just making sure that your hair is nourished and healthy by using hair masks. There are so many tutorials out there on YouTube which you can try out in your home, and DIYs which are naturally going to help you to get a healthy hair at home. So make sure that your hair is also looking nice, so that overall you look well groomed and move better. So the eighth tip that I have for you guys is not washing your brushes and makeup sponges, the beauty blenders, all of those things which we use to apply our makeup on. So we like to blame it on our foundation and concealer sometimes, that it's not giving us the look which we are going for, and sometimes it's not creating that perfect base on our face, but it is sometimes our fault because we are not washing our brushes and makeup sponges. So what really happens is that if we are not keeping it clean, then it has residues from the earlier makeup, and the next time we are applying our makeup, we are using the same thing, and that is what gets on our face with this time when we are doing our makeup. So you are going to use it on your face, so make sure that it is clean and it does not has any residues from the earlier makeup, because sometimes you are trying a different look and then you go on with the same brush and it just ruins your look. So make sure that you wash those things too. The ninth tip that I have for you guys is overdoing your makeup, and overdoing your makeup does not only concerns about your lips or eyes or eyebrows, it concerns about everything on your face. So if you have thick eyebrows and if you have fuller lips and if you have smoky eyes, then that is overdoing your makeup, or at least doing too much, which you know will look too much, or if you don't really know, then it is going to look too much. So don't overdo your makeup, don't go too hard on your blush, on your contouring, on your bronzing, because overall it does not really look good. You cannot just go outside. Of course, it depends upon the occasion. If you are going on a marriage, it might suit, but again, when a harsh light falls on your face, then it's going to really look awkward. So try to maintain a subtle look, not all the times. Even if you are going for smoky eyes, there are ways to do it so that it does not really look that you overdid it or did it in the wrong way. So sometimes doing it in the wrong way also looks like you did too much because you are not blending it properly. So make sure you're not overdoing your makeup. And finally, the last tip that I have for you guys is not doing which will suit or look best on your face. So some people might be there on whom, like me, some people like me, on whom kajal do not look very nice every day. Now, I don't really like applying kajal because my eyes are already big, and if I apply kajal, it looks like I'm going to a wedding and it does not really suit my face too much. So I try to avoid it as much as I can. For a change of look, I would apply it, but not daily, not usually. So again, that does not suit my face. So I know what suits on my face and what does not. So some people might be there on whose face dark lipsticks look nice, on whose face neutral shades look nice. So many people are there on whose face, or at least they think neutral shades do not go well. So it's better to know what will look better on your face. So there are so many trends going on. Sometimes there are so many different things which are trending. It's not bad to be aware of the trends or to try trends, but you also need to make sure that it will actually suit your face. That's all for today's video. I really hope that you guys found anything helpful out of this video. If you did, you can help me out by giving this video a like and subscribing to my channel, and also commenting down below which one was your favorite tip or any tip which I forgot to mention. I would love to know it. I post 2 times a week on Mondays and Fridays. Also, if you want, you guys can follow me on my Instagram. You don't have to, but you can. I would love it. I would really appreciate it. And that's all, and I would love to see you guys next time. Bye bye.